Today, I'm going to be a bag lady. I'm going to make a sling bag. There is a sling bag. You will learn how to make it. Now, it can be made on the sewing machine or it can be made on the overlocker. Beside me, this rather strange looking machine, this is an overlocker. What it does is it basically wraps an edge. Many of our clothes today are made on one of these things. In America, they call this a serger, and there is actually no difference between an overlocker and a serger other than language. Now, you can use this to make a variety of projects, and indeed I've written a book which I entitled Serging for Softies, simply because the book sold all around the world, and probably slightly more of the world calls this a serger than does call it an overlocker. And in this book you'll find there's a load of projects for the overlocker. There's things like wiggly weaving. You know, if you can't weave straight, you can weave with a wiggle. I did Crazy Log Cabin, which is on the quilt behind me. I also did the Sudoku tablecloth, which is made out of 9 sets of squares in 9 different colours. I didn't bother to do a Sudoku, you just get the answer out the paper. You just need an answer. And you give all of these squares a number value, and wherever you see a 3, say, you put a yellow. Wherever there is a 5, you put an orange. Wherever there is a 6, you put a tanny colour. And you lay the colours out where they relate to the number they represent in the answer in the Sudoku. And you sew them together. And I sewed them together with the seams on the top, which of course gave me quite a nice textured effect. And indeed it was the doing of that which led on to something completely different. Nothing to actually do with the overlocker, but I did a DVD because I did 9 different textured blocks, which you can put together as a Sudoku. So it's amazing how what seems fairly simple can lead on into other things. Anyway, I digress. We are here to do a sling bag. Now, some people rather rudely say that the sling bag looks a bit like the bra bag. And you may or may not be aware that I've actually been married several times. And do you know one of the things that current husband, and I'm working on man number 4, finds difficult? My lack of chest. He really would like to have had somebody with considerably more chest. And I can remember one day coming back from a trip to the States, and he bought me one of those gel-filled wonder bras. What do? Laugh or cry? I decided I'd laugh and I'd wear it down the pub. Went down the pub, my amazing new chest, and you know, nobody noticed. Nobody said, gosh, Jennifer, what an amazing chest you've got since you came back from the States. Do you know what I use it for now? Skiing. Why? Very heavy, all that padding. You go much faster down the slope. All that extra weight and warmth means that, again, I speed. Should I fall over, no longer does my nose hit the snow first. I bounce. So you too could have one like that. But I digress completely. You can ignore all that because I haven't even started to tell you how to make the sling bag. The sling bag can be made from fat quarters of fabric. You will need to make the sling bag, and you can do it in any size and any colour you like. You'll need 8 rectangles, and the rectangles are 8 inches by 20. Now, whether you have them in, say, black and white, and you have 2 colours for one side and 2 colours for the other side, or 4 colours, it doesn't matter. You could do it in blues. We've got it in blues. We've got it in blue and yellows. It is the most amazingly useful bag, this, because you can sling it over your shoulder. That's why I call it the sling bag. Let's get rid of some of these. Okay, how are we going to make the sling bag?